Ashe family, this is Amon Rose. Always trying to bring you guys the truth. I'm trying to bang out a whole bunch of videos today, man. So let's get right down to it. Um, this is going to be on my YouTube and my Facebook page. I want you guys to understand something. This my journey right now is to share information. If you don't like the information, I mean, I don't mind. Listen. I truly don't mind you challenging the information that I put out there, or you proving that the information is incorrect. I don't mind that because, but remember, I've been doing this long enough to research my research. So when I put something out there, there's usually nothing that you can say to prove the information wrong. What you can do, and what most people do, is get into their feelings and want to be combative and argumentative. Um, and I think that's what bothers me. Bothers me is, you know, true consciousness. Someone that's living the life. I mean, I'm not talking about. Listen, man. I want y'all to understand that I see the fake motherfuckers, and it's a lot of women now that's being exposed. I see women. I want to say this. I see conscious sisters with beautiful bodies, tattoos all over their face, that don't say one goddamn profound thing on the planet. All they do is show us ass shots. You're not conscious. You're not conscious. I'm sorry. Sorry, you're not conscious. These men on here that claim they're conscious and that they want to be sleeping with little girls and little boys, you're not conscious. You're educated on being conscious. You're educated in history. You're educated. I'll say you're educated, but you're not a conscious person. You got to stop saying that. You're not woke. You're not. You know what? I've seen so many frauds, so many fakes that people are, you know, hey man, send me. And see, this is why I told y'all I didn't want to do a donation page, because I see all these fake motherfuckers. All they do is ask for money all day long. Y'all can go back through my posts and when the last time I've asked for money. I'm not. I feel as though I shouldn't have to get on here and tell you guys that we should be separating from these people over and over and over again when you see the horrific shit that they do to us. You see the bullshit that they're doing to us right now with the COVID shit. Y'all see it. But what, you don't believe it? You don't believe those videos where Bill Gates said if we do a good job with vaccination, we can reduce the population? You don't believe that? You don't believe the millions of people that have died? See, this is an informational page. So now y'all know the government don't give a fuck about regular people. You know the government. If you have a car accident, the government ain't gonna pay for your family's death. The government only pays for deaths and untimely deaths if it's something that they have manufactured, right? Y'all see the commercials at night. Hey, if you ever taken minoxidil, call this number and you can get some money. If you ever did this and you ever take this, hey, we're sorry. If your loved one ever died, call this number, you can get some money, right? So the government, if that government actually kills you, the government will say, we're sorry. Here goes some money. Here go a little hush money. Shut you motherfuckers up. The maximum amount is $9,000 for each loved one that passed away, with a $35,000 limit with each application. FEMA funeral assistance tops 1 billion as families of COVID victims. COVID victims. COVID victims. COVID victims. COVID victims. How are you a fucking victim? Because it's planned. Because it's orchestrated. Now, if you want to combat this information, go do the research. I just read you a title from FEMA that you can get. $9,000 for each loved one that passed away because you're a victim. If you don't like the information that I share with y'all, family, I understand sometimes it might be a little rough. We might be talking about some shit that people don't want to hear. I don't understand why you don't want to hear it. Well, you know what? I must say this. I kind of understand it because, sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to believe it. I mean, like I said in the last video, if you guys follow me and you guys actually go through some videos and watch, I said it. I was hip to the information of being conscious long time ago. It just I just happened to have to keep reading and reading and reading and reading, and then I was just like, man, the Bible is a lie, the government is a lie, everybody lying, food is not food, blah 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 blah. And I just came to the point where it put me on this path that I'm on now. And if you don't like that, man, get the fuck off my page, family. I've asked people that for years. That's why I don't go private or public anymore. I don't want to sit here. Listen, once again, I don't mind having a intelligent conversation with somebody if you want to know about your pH level, if you want to know about what we should be eating, if you want to know about fasting, all the herbal shit that we should be doing. I don't mind having a conversation, but if you're gonna challenge me, like, are you a doctor? Are you a woman? That's idiotic. First thing first, you already know the questions. You already know the answers to those questions. Am I a doctor compared to what you consider a doctor? No. Am I a woman? No. That means I can't speak on women topics? No. I can speak on what the fuck I want to speak on. Even if you don't like that, once again, get the fuck off my page. I'm not here to first thing first with my women, with all my women. If I've ever posted something that you felt though it belittled you, before I even know what it is, I want to say this. I apologize. None of my posts is meant to belittle any female. Any female. My whole mission is to educate the female enough because you guys you're our everything. You need to be educating our boys. You the ones that educate our daughters. I've done a video that says that the black woman has failed us. It's your fault that we're in this state that we're in. It's not to degrade you. Who's our educators? Who's our first nurse? Who's our nurturer? Man? Who's our everything? So black women, it's up to you to change and say, you know what? I need to be raising kings. I need to be teaching my children how to do XYZ, my young boys how to do XYZ. And I've shared all the information that I could share with you guys about how we've done things wrong. That doesn't mean I'm bashing you. Hell, I've done a lot of things wrong. And I'll tell y'all what I've done. I told y'all why do we whip our children? And now, do I think we should eliminate beating the shit out of our kids? No, that's not what I'm saying. I think I think it should be directed in the right way. If I see my son don't open don't open the door for a woman, I should come home and discipline him. Not about these grades. Not about I'm talking about behavior and mannerisms and things like that. Don't talk back to your mama. Respect your mama. Uplift your mama. No, when we're young, we think that shit is funny. When we're young, we think that shit is funny. How many of us sit there, fathers? I mean, there's some good fathers on there. How many sit there and we tell our old ladies and we tell our children, "Hey man, y'all need to stop talking to each other like that. Yeah, that ain't cool, man. Cause motherfucker couldn't talk to me like that. I'll knock motherfucker through the wall." But we won't intervene. It's time for us to intervene, men and women. But if you don't like the information, get the fuck on. If you're a man and you don't like that information, get the fuck on. No, don't beat your child for grades. You know what? Make study time. Teach them the things that we're talking about. Teach them the truth. Stop being indoctrinated into somebody else's bullshit. Stop it. These people, we are indoctrinated into other people's culture. This is not African culture. This is not our Aboriginal culture. We're not Indians. Don't get me started on that bullshit. I'm tired of that shit to the fifth power. But just the sharing of knowledge, when people want to be combative, go to Kevin Samuel's page and be combative. He actually has a podcast that says bring that smoke. I don't care about you bringing the smoke. Now, if you have, like I said, if you want to challenge the information, cool. But if you're going to degrade the information from where it comes from, why challenge it? If you're going to say, I can't Google anything, I can't Google nothing. I can't sit here and take the most powerful tool that we have in our in our hands and look up anything. That's going to be your number one ploy, and people seem to fall for that shit all the time. But once again, I can go to the CDC webpage. I can go to um, the Heart and Lung Association page, and I can read their shit and read their recommendations, and I can tell you this is the wrong shit. And then you'll say, what? Because I Googled it, it's wrong? Now, I've told y'all this plenty of times. They always that's been the hook for a little while because they put out false information. They'll put out false information, but you got to research your research. You got to dig deep, and once you dig deep and you dig deeper, you'll find the truth. But it's up to you to connect the dots. And if I'm doing all the research and I'm the only one doing the research, why are you being combative? Shut the fuck up. Listen. I've I've told y'all. Always have something ready to write down. Always have your pen and paper ready. So if you hear something, write it down. When I do give y'all the gems and I do give y'all information on my research, write it down. Go do your research. Go look it up. Other than that, shut the fuck up. This is not Kevin Samuel's show. Bring the smoke. This is not his shit. I don't do that. Maybe I should. Maybe I should go ahead and say, hey, we're gonna have a bring the smoke. Challenge me on whatever. You know what? As entertaining as it sounds, it's just not me. I mean, I get it. I get it. I got, like I said, I get it. And like I said, I've always wanted to go on somebody's podcast. If y'all wanted to challenge, I've always, even with the biblical stuff, I said, let's go on your podcast. Let's do your show. And and I said, I will submit my questions to you, submit my Bible verses to you, and we can talk about it. But no, nobody wants that because it's an intelligent argument. People can't sit here and manipulate what they want to manipulate and then put it out there. That's why I stay in my own lane. That's why I stay in my own lane. If you want to have an intelligent debate about something, we can have that. We can have that, but set it up. Set it up so we can set it up and then we'll talk about it. That way you're not ping, 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 ping. Even with the girls on the post about the pH levels. You notice how they pinged all over the place. They just kept pinging. It's just like going all over. I'm like, where? You're not sticking to the subject. If you know the pH level, if they say it is normal that your blood, that your secretions are fucking that acidic to bleach something, and then you read, let's say 3 to 5, right? The levels. Then you read it takes up to 11 to 13 because this is what they did. They Googled the shit and gave it to me, and I'm like, that's not normal. Normal. I understand this is what the people say. This is what the doctors say. They say the normal levels is XYZ. But then you say, okay, so if water was to bleach your clothes, water, something had to change in it. So what would the pH levels be for water to be able to change to bleach your clothes? 11 to 13. So, or anything, not just water, anything to bleach your clothes. What would it be? Now, I'll say this. You got the two different numbers, right? Then you even have a brother on here that says bleach is not acidic. We're not talking about bleach, motherfucker. We're talking about your body fluid being able to bleach something. It's not talking about bleach, motherfucker. See, this is what I'm saying. I know people don't read. This is the problem that we have in the black community. This is the biggest problem we have in the black community. I had three sisters on here, conscious sisters, so-called conscious queens on here bashing me because I said, ladies, this is not a good thing. Now, I've actually found the video since then and I shared it. It's actually a bit of the video where they're talking about the beard being bleached if you eat pussy or whatever, whatever, whatever. That's how acidic the pussy is, which is asinine. Um, I said, ladies, this is not a good thing. And I said, listen to me, listen to me. I said, this is supposed to be the era of technology and knowledge, but all I see is ignorance to the 10th power. Now, I saw a video earlier about this, y'all juices being strong enough to bleach your panties and our beards. If your wet is this acidic, please go to your doctor and get your pH levels in check because you got other health issues, or go watch Dr. Sebi. I said one key, way more, and then I put a whole bunch of fruit. Do y'all need to hear that again? I said, ladies, this is not a good thing. This is supposed to be the era of technology and knowledge, but it seems to be all I see is ignorance to the 10th power. I saw the video about if your wet is that acidic, please go to your doctor and get your pH levels checked. We got to be some of the ignorantest motherfuckers on the planet. We have to be some of the most ignorantest motherfuckers on the planet. Didn't bash a woman. I didn't tell you what to think. I'm not telling you what you should be doing. I said if your pH level is that high, go to the doctor. I said it's right there. That's what I'm saying. Motherfuckers can't read. And we're not talking about bleach, motherfuckers. We're talking about your bodily fluids being strong enough to bleach your underwear. If you don't get it, I'm sorry for you. You're retarded. You're a retarded motherfucker if you don't get it. You're actually a moron if you don't get it. I'm not saying, once again, man, I'm not saying I'm the smartest motherfucker on the planet. No, I'm a lifetime student. My views may change, my point of view may change, but right now, you got to be some of the slowest, retardedest motherfuckers on the planet. And I'm tell you why. You'll take something. You'll read this. And let me see. Let me see if I can get to one of the comments. She said, for one, this is plain out disrespectful. Wear your dusty drawers. Don't do women like that. You're not teaching nothing. Degrading. I normally don't do this, but I block these bitches, so I don't give a fuck. Bree Sims. Fake ass conscious motherfucker. Retarded. Retarded. She let the retardedness come out. Like I said, I don't mind having a conversation. I don't mind trying to have an intellectual conversation with somebody, but I should have known just by the response that she didn't read. Like, did you read the post? Oh, there's the other one. My cousin, I love my cousin, so she just asked me and I just gave her some information. This one, she said she wondered how many shit streaks that you can find on in our drawers. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I ain't gonna go through this shit because it pissed me off to the highest pistivity. Because our own queens will be defiant. How are you gonna elevate? How are you gonna call yourself conscious and elevate past what we've been indoctrinated in if you don't take information and perceive it on any level? Now, what to me, if I see something, I'll and then I don't interact on other people's shit like that. If I see somebody post something and I know it's wrong, I might message the person. I might, and if I do want to do a big combative thing, which I never do, I just might hit them with just a tidbit of information. But if you want to go back and forth like that, get the fuck off my page. Once again, I'm respectfully saying, get the fuck off my page. I'm honestly, because to me, these are just trolls, especially the Brenson girl. What's her name? Rachel Brenson. Troll. And then this girl goes back to the Chicago video when I was talking about um the brother that they trying to release out of prison. I don't know how she got back on my page. I just accept I got to do a better job of going through my friend requests and deleting people and just remembering the people that I blocked. She created another page because when I went to her page, I was like, that's that broad from the what's the name video, brother out in Chicago that they're trying to get released. But anyway, once again, I don't mind. Listen, family, I don't mind you guys asking for more information or just whatever. But once again, when I give you gems, I even said to you, I even said in the original post, go to your doctor. Go talk to your doctor. Go watch Dr. Sabi. I think Dr. Sabi has a lot of information on that. And y'all can remember, like I said, I like Dr. Africa more than I like Dr. Sabi because Dr. Africa is speaking organic. You know, Dr. Sabi used to say, eat fish. One of the first things I stopped eating was fish, was tilapia. They feed the fish shit. They feed the fish toxins. I'm just eating toxic shit. That's all I'm eating from the fish. So one of the first things meats that I was like consciously saying like I need to stop eating was bacon, of course, and then which I'm a country boy. How the hell are you gonna have me stop eating bacon? Well, I realized that I need to stop consuming so much of that shit. And fish was one of the first things that I'm sorry, y'all, that I actually stopped consuming. I don't fuck with tilapia anymore. Okay, certain things. Once again, hardest journey of my life. But once again, family, I want you guys to understand. My Facebook page, my YouTube page is informational. If you don't like the information, once again, get the fuck off. If you want to have a conversation, I'm more than open to having conversations. If you want to be argumentative, listen to me. There's a difference. If you want to be argumentative, take that shit to Kevin Samuels. Take that shit to somebody else and argue all day. Have fun. Okay. Maybe I will one day have enough time to sit here and say, hey, we're going to have a podcast and we're going to do the bring the smoke. And I want all the haters to just come out. Now, I don't have energy for the negativity, fam. I don't have it. I'm sorry. I don't have the energy for the negativity. If you ain't about living, and I understand this is hard, family. I understand it. I went through it. But if you're not about us black people being united, living long, protecting one another, like I said, if you're not putting your blackness first, we're not going to see eye to eye. I don't give a fuck who you are. 90% of the black people out there don't want to see black people come up. I don't give a fuck who you are. It's just true. Now you got frauds all over the place. Now you got people with big ass unk tattoos and big ass unks on and wearing the dashikis and shit like that. That's raping little boys, raping little girls. You got all these frauds. You got all these people that's on here making money off of you guys and putting it in their pockets and not buying land to create a bank for us. I want you guys to think about that. I want you guys to really think about that. Okay? And I'm not going to promote it, but you can go to my page and see where I talk about the donation page and what it's for. And if you're not thinking about separation, you're not thinking about buying guns, you're not thinking about growing your own food, you're not thinking about having your own products, you're not thinking black, brother. Like I said, I do this because I love y'all. And one day, maybe, hopefully, before I get up out of here and go to the next level, I will see us come together before the tragedy strikes. Other than that, man, y'all have a great weekend. Finish your weekend up, man. Have a great day. Hotel. I do this because I love y'all.